What's up everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And today is a video. I wanted to go over some editing tips and tricks. I feel like not a lot of pros talk about all of these, and I've searched YouTube and I haven't seen any of them around there, and I thought these would be really helpful to add to your gameplay. So the first one I want to go over is rotating ramps, because the basic way, you get the middle tile here, and you slide it all the way to the left or right, and it rotates the ramp. Go up, back, right. But my problem with this edit is when I'm in a build fight. I'm building, and I build a ramp above me. Happens all the time. I'm sure it has happened to you guys. If not, then you're a pro builder. But my issue with this is when I try and rotate it, sometimes I'm too quick for it, and it won't rotate, and this has caused me to die many times. It's very frustrating, and I've been watching a lot of pros play lately, and I've noticed something that they do, which I actually didn't know until a couple days ago, and this makes rotating ramps a lot more simple, in my opinion. All you have to do basically is grab your center tile, like you would do like this, but instead, so say I want to rotate this ramp to my left, all I would do is go up and to the left, just one tile, up and left one tile, and it flips it over. You don't have to go all across the tiles. Just a quick little diagonal movement, and it rotates your ramp for you. And so, again, if I wanted to rotate this behind me, I'd have to do a weird little movement with my mouse, and it's very tricky, and if you're in a high tense pressured situation. And with this technique, all you gotta do is diagonal movement, and with once you practice this, you could get it down real quick, and it's a lot simpler, in my opinion. It makes this rotating ramps a lot easier, instead of having to go across your whole this whole tile here. So the next tip I wanted to talk about is using roofs, because with the new peak meta, you can't see through your edits anymore. So a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll edit the pyramid or roof, and the tiles are down here, so you can see through the roof. Now on my screen, on other enemy screens, there's just a roof here. They can't see my head, but I can see them. And a lot of people have introduced this into their game, and is very helpful for spotting an enemy when you want to stay covered. Now, when someone sees an enemy, what they'll do usually is edit that and start firing away at them. But the problem with this is you're very exposed. If I was an enemy from the side here, I could shoot at me. Myself, if I was enemy back here, I can actually, from pretty far back, I can still get an angle. Same, vice versa on that side. So what I've seen a lot of people do is, instead of either destroying this or going like this, if I see an enemy to my right here, all I have to do is just edit that corner right there and peek out, because I have all this cover behind me. Now if I'm an enemy behind me, I'd have to shoot the roof first in order to get a clear shot of me, instead of this edit where, let's see if I can grab it. Oh, I can't. Oh well, but I edited it. So with that edit, I I have cover all around me, and I don't have to worry about getting shot from my left or my right, because I know I have protection. And if someone shoots it, I can, you know, even build walls if I wanted to. But this way, instead of building walls all around me and wasting 30 mats, I wasted only 10 mats on this roof. I can re-edit and do my edit peak again. Another tip that I wanted to go over, and I don't think a lot of people use this. I personally don't use this a lot, but I feel like it's very overpowered in a sense where, so when I'm, you know, if I'm using a ramp to get a little high ground to get a good advantage point on an enemy, you know, I usually have to build a wall. I want to be careful for my left or my right, so I build walls so I don't get hit. But that's, again, if this is first, you know, the start of the game, I don't probably have a lot of mats. I just wasted 40 mats. Now, what I think is better in this case is editing this ramp to the right, or, you know, if I see an enemy to my right, edit it on the right. If I see an enemy to my left, that way when I'm shooting at them, you'd want to be crouched in this situation. I have a little bit of this guide rail here will actually protect me. Alright, so this next tip isn't so much of a tip as it is more a way to practice your editing skills. So basically what you want to do is grab metal. I don't like wood or brick because for some reason when I edit a lot, I tend to do a hitting motion, and you know, with wood, 2 hits and it breaks. It's very annoying because then I have to replace it. Brick is like 2 or 3 hits, then it breaks. Metal can kind of hold its own. It has a little bit more health once it's fully built. So, and with this tip, you can practice your 1x1s too, because what you want to do is build a pretty lengthy 1x1. The higher you go, the more practice you'll have. But we'll just go this high. And then I like to just do this outer ring so I know that I'm at the top. Basically what you're going to do is just practice your editing going up and down. You get more of a you get more practice, I feel like, going up, and I'll show you why once I get all the way down. So basically I feel like the harder part is going back up because you need to edit and reset everything. And this is where you'll get the most practice. And what I like to do, once you're feeling a little bit more confident with your edits, both on one side like this, I like to practice trying to do both in one kind of motion. So like as I jump, I'll edit this, and once I land, I'll edit that. And you know, you're trying to get the timing down. And yeah, just like that. So, alright guys, that wraps things up for this video. I hope you guys learned a few things. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I will see you guys in the next video.